Hi guys, welcome back to your channel. It's your friendly neighbourhood spook once again, Carlton Black Ops King, here to talk about the things that interest you, be that political or be it just simply how the world functions, which we know is geopolitics. After my one-off, relatively hectic Windrush rant, we're back now with a much more cool and laid back view of what's going on in the world as per normal. That said, the Windrush vid was actually quite well appreciated. I had a few people who explained that they didn't understand that this is what happened. They weren't aware of the fact, that the Caribbean was full of British colonies, that people who were living in the Caribbean were already British citizens and had been British citizens for 350 years. They weren't aware that effectively that these weren't immigrants coming to Britain for the first time, but that these were citizens of the British colonies coming to the motherland and therefore assisting it. And more importantly, very, very, very few who have responded were aware that people from the Caribbean had taken part in the war, and that the vast majority of those returning on the Windrush were individuals who'd actually been in Her Majesty's forces, be it the RAF, be it the Merchant Navy, be it the Royal Navy, be it the Army, in the Second World War, and were then returning to either take up employment in those forces again, or attempting to, or were seeking work from another part of, for want of a better word, the UK for British colonies, to work in the mother country. So, all in all, actually, it was pretty well received. So, what I'd like you to do, again, is please subscribe. Click the subscribe button below if you're watching on YouTube. If you're not watching on YouTube, enter my site, my channel on YouTube, which is Carlton Black Ops King, and press the subscribe button, and then we can discuss. I'm always open to discussions. As I've said to you, that quite a few people have come back to me on the issue of the Windrush, and before that I had people come back to me on the issue of Brexit, but most of them have been coming back to me on my email rather than on the channel. So come back to me on the channel as well, Twitter or whatever. So what are we going to talk about today? Actually, I've got nothing set aside for today, and the reason that is the case, I just wanted to explain how I'm hoping that the channel will work again. It's basically your channel. What I want you to do is to contact me with any questions you may have, be it to do with secret intelligence and how Britain carries out its secret intelligence, or indeed how any of our partners do. And if I can, and I'll say that again, if I can, without undermining our capacity in national security and secret intelligence, I will explain. So if you ask me a question and I think that isn't going to damage us in any way, I'll explain. If it's a question you ask that I think obviously is going to undermine our activities around the world, undermine former colleagues, you're not going to get anything from me. But if it's something that we can talk about, that makes sense, that lets you understand how we work in this field to frankly keep you alive and to keep you safe, then, and you should understand that, then we can talk about it. You know, some simple things have come to mind which people have asked me about. What is the difference between MI5 and MI6? What's the difference between special branch? What is it? Is there such a thing as special branch? Or somebody said, well, I heard there's a special branch in Greater Manchester Police. How is that the same? Is it just by itself? See, all these things will be explained because actually they're quite complex, and it will give you a better understanding about how your secret intelligence and national security services function. And what is GCHQ? Often people come with that idea. Is that the same as Bletchley Park? What is it? So I think these are issues that I'm happy to speak to you about, happy to explain about, happy to break some myths. Example, protection is not provided by MI5 to our Prime Minister, Foreign Secretary, Home Secretary. They do not provide any protection. Protection, bodyguarding for want of a better word, but it's the protection service, is not provided by MI6. Protection is provided by the Metropolitan Police Special Branch in the past, and now the Metropolitan Police Specialist Protection, which is known as SO1, if it's politicians, so our politicians and foreign politicians arriving in the UK who need protection. So, example, the President of the United States, SO1, Specialist Protection, will protect them. Or, if it's royalty, royalty protection carry that out. Now, in the Met, they now all come under one body called RASP, and those people protect the royal family and our leading politicians. And that's not many. So, just that kind of explanation, you'll get that. You'll get a real understanding of how things work. So please, don't be shy. Come back to me on the site. Please subscribe. If you're looking on YouTube, subscribe below, press the button, and you'll get what you want. And ask me any question you want, and let's discuss. Let's take the veil off this sort of hidden domain to the extent we can. Let's let you, who pay, after all, who pay our wages, let's let you understand what we do in your name. Okay, guys, hope that you'll come back to my channel again. Hopefully you'll get those letters coming in, or those emails coming in if you want to come back on the email, or just those comments below, and you subscribe. All the best. See you in a few days' time.